You may please take over the stage to begin today's AGORACON as the first day and say a few words before we head to the main event for today.
Thank you so much, Trisha. Thank you, everyone, for being here. There have been some recent interesting facts, and I would like to start with the thought that Agora is really a community. Agora is not a place where you'll be told what to do, what to think, how to act, who you can talk to, where you can go to learn, which sites or places are not appropriate for you. And we're not some kind of sect where you need to profess some kind of loyalty or allegiance and go only with us and no one else, and that's about it. We stay true to our mission, and our mission has always been a place where our members can grow and learn, and that's our whole goal. And I would like to mention that some of the people that have most experienced this, I would say recently, are the organizers of this convention. They have put an extraordinary amount of effort and managed to pull this feat all by themselves, without any training, without any guidance, without anyone telling them what to do, how to do it, how to approach. And they've managed to pull it with an incredible feat. And for that, I would like to extend my gratitude and to appreciate all their effort and to congratulate them for the results. You should really be proud of yourselves. That doesn't mean that, of course, everything is going to be perfect. And again, that's the whole point. The whole point is learning. There are going to be issues in the convention, like this one that you mentioned, Trisha. No big deal. There are a lot of imperfections in Agora. We don't pretend, or by no means, that we are some kind of perfection. That's the whole point. It's so a never-ending journey of self-improvement and of learning. If you do something and you do it perfectly, then I would say that's actually a defeat, because you didn't learn anything new. But being a community does require an effort. It does require an effort because there are some uncomfortable things. You have to, and I've spoken about this many times in the past, where I've encouraged everyone not to be afraid and to actually speak up for things that matter, and to express freely your opinions. Don't go with the flow. Don't necessarily think or speak in a particular way because the whole society or the whole group or community in which you are thinks in a particular way, or just because you may think that you might be offending someone. At the end of the day, if you think about it, modern society wouldn't exist if it wasn't for people that dare to offend. Wherever you look, medicine, space exploration recently with the fantastic landing on our Indian friends on the moon, electricity, anywhere where you look around, everything started with an act of transgression or an act of offense. Today's classics, I would even say, are yesterday's offenders. We would even still be living in caves if it wasn't for that very first act of transgression, or I might even say blasphemy, of even lighting a fire, a field that was dedicated, that was exclusivity, the exclusive domain or reserved for the ancient gods. But it also requires an effort because it has another side of the coin. We need to be tolerant to other people's opinions. Don't be offended if someone expresses something that you don't agree with you, or that you find disgusting even. Disagree, and just because they have that opinion, or just because you disagree with them, that doesn't mean that there is hatred anywhere, or that they are a phobic of some kind that hates anyone that doesn't think in the same way. No. Disagreeing is not hatred. And debate based on arguments, not on personal attacks and mud throwing and things like that, is always healthy, always. I would even say that the never-ending search for truth always requires inquiring, questioning, searching, doubting. But I want to make a comment here. The search for truth shouldn't be a search for confirmation of your own ideas, because being right is like a drug for the brain. It's always pleasant when we are right, when we find something that confirms our beliefs. Oh yeah, I was right. It feels so well. Oh yeah, I told you so. Isn't there a pleasure in that? But the problem is, just like drug addicts, it invariably becomes more and more important to find things that confirm our own biases, beliefs, and ideas. to convince us that we're right, even sometimes at the expense of facts, at the expense of relationships, or even lives. We want to continue to, I'm going to use some extremes here, but if you think they're extremes, look deeper into your own health ideas and beliefs. It's always easy to continue thinking above all else that the earth is indeed flat, that vaccines don't work, and then global warming is a hoax, to cite a few things. Until, of course, the day when reality asserts itself because it's independent of your thoughts, and then an unvaccinated kid dies because of a preventable disease, or when a friend dies in an extreme weather event. So always question yourself and your own ideas first. Always be open to changing your mind. Because just like being fit or progressing in your career or rebuilding a relationship, all the things that will build you as a better person, all of them come with some discomfort and effort. And being wrong and accepting with humility that you were wrong about something doesn't make you a worse person or a person of less value. Quite the opposite. It makes you actually a formidable force. Someone that can learn much faster than anyone else, someone that can adapt, someone that can outgrow their own limitations and constraints and preconceived ideas. Someone that can indeed be a true leader. Because it's very easy to be an ideologue that never changes their mind. Never. No matter what. But we know where all of that leads. So I hope that Agora will continue to be your community for the years to come. A place where you can learn, grow, an imperfect place. A place where we might hold different beliefs, different viewpoints, different ideas, where you might be thrilled, surprised, where you may experience sadness, sometimes where you might be offended by others, but where I hope we're all united by the common ideal of trying to make sense and understand the world around us, and above all, the common goal of trying to create a better future for everyone. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for staying in Agora, and Godspeed to everyone.
Thank you very much, Alexander, for your wonderful words and to really start our AGORACON with such a great spirit, because I really do agree. Many of the speakers, and I have witnessed it firsthand, they do not get official training, as in, all right, this is organized and it's under some sort of institution. And honestly, that's what I really love about Agora. It's very much free, and you can visit many, many clubs and many people from all around the world, and that reinforces the unity in diversity, which is the theme for today's AGORACON as well. So thank you, Alexander, for sharing your many stories and also to open this wonderful event.